Why is food so important in the fight to reduce greenhouse gas emissions?
I think this is a really exciting opportunity because we know that a third or more of global greenhouse gas emissions come from food production and consumption. And whilst most of that production takes place in rural areas, the consumption is in the cities where over half of humanity and growing lives. And whilst most people probably think the job of the mayor is to collect the waste and manage the buses, actually a growing number of them are interested in what they can do to help people both have healthier diets but lower carbon diets. And there's quite a few things they can do. If you just think, first of all, the procurement powers of mayors, often they're running schools and hospitals and homes for the elderly, as well as thousands of people that are employed. So they can use their procurement power to try and have more organic, locally produced produce in the kitchens, which will give people a healthier diet. But also, as we know, the carbon footprint of processed food can be 20 times as great as that of fresh food. We can significantly reduce carbon emissions.
C40 is large cities all over the world, and obviously quite different, and with different economy and all that. Do you think that everyone will be enthusiastic about this?
Well, we've already seen lots of interest. This started with an initiative by one of our vice chairs, the Mayor of Milan, and he, when they held the Expo last October, called for a coalition of mayors to take up the issue of food, and 120 responded. And now 25 of those, which are members of C40, are going to be part of the new C40 Eat Food Network, which kicks off today. I think we'll find many, many more start to engage, because it's one of those issues where it's easier to talk to citizens. It's quite hard to talk about big things like gigatons of carbon emissions and problems that might happen in 50 years, but everybody understands the food that they put into their belly.
Everyone I talk to, they say about every topic really that it's urgent. We have to do things now. We have got limited time. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's unavoidable. So on the big issue around cities is decisions that mayors make about how their cities expand and develop in the next just 4 years through to 2020, if the wrong ones are taken, could consume up to a third of the remaining safe carbon budget, the budget that we have to expend for the whole of this century. I mean, that's a frightening statistic. But what we're seeing in C40 is the complete opposite direction, where mayors are focusing the city on becoming more compact and dense, high mobility, but based on public transport and cycling and walking rather than the car, but also now starting to think about these bigger issues like food. And that's already resulted in 30 of our 84 members having peaked their carbon emissions already, whilst their economies are growing and standards of living are going up. And that's what we're all aiming for.
Good luck.
Thank you.